Hi, my name is Nathan, and today we're going to do a comic book review of Black Panther, issue number 25, brought to you by RatedComics. Let's begin. In this book, we start off with the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. Some time ago, King T'Challa sent a party of Wakandans through a time-distorting wormhole where they found a second Wakanda. This Wakanda forgot its peaceful ways and established an expansive empire across the cosmos. There rose a rebellion of ex-slaves and Maroons when T'Challa was captured and stripped of his memories and made a slave. It was the Maroons who liberated and restored him. And J'Daka bears the power of the symbiote and the Panther god Bast. And fully resurrected mind of Killmonger has launched an invasion of Wakanda Prime, so this symbiote fully took over Killmonger. Meanwhile, Bast's spirit has posed in J'Daka's daughter and made mysterious plans with super-powered insurgent Zanzi. Black Panther has allies of his own, the originators, the Wakandas, old gods, and Earth's mightiest heroes that will fight for Earth. This is going to be epic, and this is an all-out war. All the gods who once served as protectors and overseers of Wakanda, they have turned on their worshippers. Meanwhile, Iron Man, War Machine, Misty Knight, Vibraxis, Falcon, and many more that I can't even think of their names, and I don't even know their names, are fighting alongside of this all-out war. I love Killmonger and Black Panther's fight with the symbiote fully taking over Killmonger, keeping Black Panther at bay. You can't touch this boy. This is symbiote Killmonger we're talking about. King T'Challa, Black Panther does get some blows of his own with the help of the kinetic energy blast, but that proves to not be enough. Tetu, whose power is mastery over Earth and nature itself, Zanzi, who can manipulate the hearts and minds of others, and Bast, she's in control of the original Emperor and J'Daka's daughter. It's just pages and pages of chaos going on up in here. Back to Killmonger and Black Panther's fight, I just love the dialogue that you with these two, where Killmonger's like, "Don't you see your ancestors calling your home?" And T'Challa's response is gangster with, "No, they're calling for your head," and tosses his Black Panther symbiote ass over to the other side. This took a lot out of T'Challa though. But meanwhile, while T'Challa's catching his breath, Killmonger is not quite finished yet. King T'Challa has some help from his fans and from his friends, and man, here we go. Monica Rambeau hits Killmonger with a thermal shock where she combines her powers with Storm. But Zanzi doesn't seem pleased with how this is playing out. Something about it threatens the Union. Seems like she wants it played out in a certain way, so Zanzi invades Vibrax's mind to send a shockwave to Killmonger that knocks him away from Monica Rambeau in a storm shockwave attack. Vibrax's knows something's up but doesn't know what happened. Black Panther knows what's going on the other hand and calls it out to Bast, a sense of betrayal. "You corrupt our Orisha, open the gate for these invaders and return with this villain?" Black Panther's pretty pissed, yo. This conversation allowed Killmonger to get back on his feet and puts hands on the King of Wakanda and overpowering him. Other heroes chime in and give Killmonger a taste of the fist. However, Tetu uses a Master of Earth to stop them. I love the moment where Black Panther throws a spear at Bashanga in Tidus' face. Not face, in his chest. When T'Challa calls his spear back, Killmonger catches it and knows exactly what it is. The King's weapon, hardened and fire-tipped with the vibranium blade and imbued by the Orisha themselves. He knows this because he's Orisha God himself and breaks the blade in half because he knows what this blade can do to them. Now, what's interesting and just perplexes me at the same time is when J'Daka's symbiote returns to Bast Zanzi saying his daughter returns to me. I want to be reunited with my daughter. And just dissipates or detaches from Killmonger. What makes it more interesting is Killmonger didn't fight it. Usually when someone possesses this much power like an Eddie Brock with the symbiote, you don't want that thing leaving. It's almost like he doesn't want to be controlled no more, or Killmonger doesn't want to be controlled no more and doesn't want to share his body with the symbiote. T'Challa has handed the blade that his father gave to him, claiming it belongs to the king. And this is another callback from a comic that I didn't get into. Even though all that remains is ash and rubble, she asked T'Challa, "Can I trust you to put this where it belongs?" And he puts it where it does indeed belong, through the heart of Killmonger like a boss. Though that sounded different given the context of this comic. Bast takes on a new body and a new form, and T'Challa is a victor and the war is won. However, T'Challa and the new improved Bast is told by T'Challa that billions until billions were subjected to slavery and you did nothing. Black Panther said that Bass banned her own people because she thought she found a better tribe of sycophants, and people that she would rather worship or something. And I know gods don't typically take blame, but why should she get credit for helping clean up the mess that she made? Bass reminds him of something though. Was it Bast who sent the Wakandans into the stars? Was it Bast who hunted the galaxies for your precious vibranium, when it fell into the earth many years ago? It's TChalla's fault since he made the world who authored this empire. Remember the beginning of the video when the Wakandans were sent to the galaxy? Now T'Challa must carry what he birthed. Hey, and then Bast ends it with, if you're going to curse your God if you wish, but I've been around for too long. And I've seen it many ways, and I've seen it every way. But in this matter, curse your king first. Bass excuses herself as she has some Orisha to get reacquainted with. Storm agrees with Bass and tells T'Challa that she's right, and he knows it. There's a lot more to this book that I wish I could fully get into, because I fully don't understand. But I can't get into without knowledge of the previous issues. Just to be honest, I just gotta be honest. But this comic gives a very damn good reason to catch up with the other Black Panther's run. With that being said, Black Panther, issue number 25. If you read the comic, comment below what you thought of the comic. If you haven't read the comic, go ahead and get your copy at RatedComics.com. And if you like the content we're throwing up, in addition to other comic book related content, you know what to do. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.